Hey guys, what's up? It's Snake here. And in my last video, when I was talking about the different things they could do to sort of keep the old maps fresh, I was talking about packet punching a second time. And tons of people have talked about packet punching a second time, what it could do. Obviously, it's going to give more power to your weapon. Obviously, it'll also give you more ammo, but I was saying how all the guns could have attachments. And then I said, well, except for wonder weapons, because you can't really put regular gun attachments onto wonder weapons. So I started thinking about it, and I was like, wouldn't it be great if the wonder weapons actually did have attachments? And like I said, obviously they can't have regular attachments. You can't be putting, a rocket launcher or a flamethrower or whatever on the bottom of a ray gun, because the ray gun's too small for the attachment. But then I started thinking, like, what kind of attachments could they use, or what kind of attachments could they have for wonder weapons? So I sat down and I was like, okay, well, let's figure this out. What kind of really, really neat, interesting attachments could we add to the wonder weapons we have if we were able to pack a punch a second time? What kind of attachments would they be? So we're going to go through and talk about them today. So first off, let's obviously start with the ray gun, the one everybody can get. For the ray gun wonder weapon, I was thinking, what if the attachment was a levitation ray? So then the way it would work, obviously the ray gun, it's a single shot. It usually hits one zombie at a time. I mean, it can hit a couple because there's splash damage. But the attachment, the levitation ray, the way it would work is it would be more like a regular wonder weapon where it would affect a large amount of zombies. And the way the levitation ray would work is, instead of the small little circles that shoot out, blowing up whatever, these are giant circles. So it'd shoot out 3 circles at a group of zombies. And it would affect something like 10 zombies at a time or something like that, or a mass of zombies. And the levitation ray would go out and encircle the mass of zombies and then literally lift them up off the ground and drop them back down. And that sounds kind of overpowered, but I was figuring, maybe before round 15, sure, if you use the levitation ray, if you're crazy enough to go and get the ray gun packet punch twice before round 15, it would automatically kill the zombies when they got lifted up and dropped back down. But after that, it wouldn't be as powerful enough to kill all those zombies all at once. So it would be more of a passive weapon, or I shouldn't say passive. What's defensive? So you're getting chased by a bunch of zombies. You shoot them with the levitation ray. They get lifted up and drop back down. So you have a second to either run underneath them. If you're stuck in a corner, you shoot them. They lift up. You run underneath them, and you get out of the way. Or it'll give you a chance to run further away, or sort of recover and keep shooting at them. The second gun, the DG2. I was thinking also a defensive attachment. For the DG2, you get an electro shield. So with the DG2, you're running around, a bunch of zombies are by you, and I don't know if it's got a certain number of shields attached to it, or if it's just it takes a second to recharge, and so it's unlimited ammo, kind of like the flamethrower in World at War. So you're running around, a bunch of zombies come up, they get too close, and the electro shield pops out and sort of shocks anyone that's close to you. But then it takes like 30 seconds to reload. So it only really works once. It's not like you can just stand there and let the zombies keep coming. But every once in a while, it'll just, every 30 seconds, it'll recharge. And any zombies that get too close to you, it'll automatically come out. So it's not part of your control. So it's it's more of just a last line of defense for you. The next one I was thinking about was the winner's howl. And the thing about the winner's howl is it is a powerful weapon if you know how to use it. But if you don't know how to use it, you don't really want to get it. You don't want to waste that gun slot. Even with mule kick now, you don't really want to waste that gun slot necessarily. If you're not good with the winner's howl, if you don't know how to use it, because it's not really a weapon as much as it is a defensive weapon. So its attachment would have to be more aggressive. So what could we have for the winner's howl to make it more of a real weapon? And I was figuring, okay, so 5, that's when we first find the winner's howl. 5 is also when we first get the death machine. And no, I'm not saying that the attachment would literally be a death machine, so you just whip out a death machine whenever you feel like it, because that would clearly be too overpowered. But what if every time you get a max ammo, you get one death machine with the winner's howl? That's the attachment, is you actually have one real death machine. So it'll last for 30 seconds when you click on it, but just like a death machine, you can't buy any weapons, you can't pick anybody back up that's been knocked down, and it only lasts for 30 seconds. You only get one 30-second death machine while you're, you know what I'm saying, while, you know, per max ammo. So that would be the attachment for the winner's howl, would be an actual death machine for 30 seconds. The next up would be the scavenger, and I was trying to think about this. I actually have two ideas for the scavenger because I couldn't really come up with a good one, and these are both kind of so-so ideas for an attachment because I couldn't come up with a better idea. But the first idea I was thinking was a time bomb, or like a like a C4 almost, but for the scavenger. So you shoot. You click on the attachment, you shoot it, and then you can run away, so you have time to escape, especially if you don't have like PhD flopper, or you could shoot it down and then run a whole, like you could shoot it in front of you, and then as you run the zombies past you, you press the button and it blows up behind you when the zombies are there. So I was kind of thinking of that idea. I don't know like how great of an idea that is, but the other idea I had was like a net bomb. So you flip on the attachment and you shoot it out, and it's a giant net that sort of envelopes like 4 or 5 zombies at one time, and then explodes like the normal scavenger bullet explodes. So it's not like overpowered necessarily, but it can still sort of slow down a small group of zombies at one time. For the VR11, obviously it's also a passive gun. It's not even really a gun. All it does is turn zombies into humans. And it makes George go away. So again, I was thinking, how can we make this an actual weapon? How can we make it, more aggressive? And I was thinking, because I really would love to see a wonder weapon that does this. Not this in particular, but I would love to see a wonder weapon that does something when you shoot one of your teammates. And we've been looking for that kind of wonder weapon. And there's been rumors that you're invincible when you're shot with the VR11. And I've tried it out, and it doesn't work, and I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or what, or if it was just a rumor, or who knows. But why not make the double pack-a-punched version of the VR11 actually do something when we shoot people? So what if it actually turns them into zombies for like 10 seconds? But obviously a more powerful zombie that can run at other zombies and kill them fairly quickly. So it's like a zombie gun. It'll actually turn your teammates into a zombie, and they can run up at the other zombies and just rip them apart, almost being invincible, pretty much. Next, we got the shrink ray, and again, another passive weapon. How can we make this more of an aggressive weapon? And I was thinking, well, why don't we give it something like in Dead Ops? And in Dead Ops, they have the bird. Just like with the quantum entanglement gun, sometimes you get that ray gun that pops up and spins around, and it acts just like bird from Dead Ops. So what if that was the attachment for the shrink rays? You get like 8 Dead Ops birds. So you click it and you throw it, and it, like, I don't know, maybe the little dragon on top pops out and spins around. And so you can kind of like shoot it like a rocket launcher almost, or a grenade launcher. So you shoot it further away where the group of zombies is. It pops up, spins around, and kills all the zombies around it. The wave gun, it's already got dual wielding, so in essence it's already got an attachment. But if we're giving everything else attachments, we got to give the wave gun an attachment. So I was figuring for the attachment for that, we could give it a double shot for the dual wielding zap guns. So instead of shooting once with the zap gun, you press the button and it actually shoots 2 bullets at it. I mean, it doesn't use 2 bullets, but each bullet has 2 bullets in it when you shoot. I don't know, it's kind of like a dumb idea. Well, it's not a dumb idea, but it's the best idea I could come up with. I don't want to make the wave gun too overpowered since it already technically has an attachment. Let's see. The next one is the flamethrower, because like I said before in the last video, what if we had the flamethrower come back as a wonder weapon? And for that, it would be another grenade launcher attachment kind of thing, but a napalm grenade launcher, so it would shoot out bombs of napalm. And then last but not least would be the thunder gun. And I saved this one for last because this is probably my best and also stupidest idea. But what if we had dual-wielding thunder guns? Honestly, guys, dual-wielding thunder guns. I don't even really have to explain that one, because everybody knows exactly how awesome dual-wielding thunder guns would be. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. That's all the attachments for the Wonder Weapons. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Maybe you have better ideas for the attachments. Or maybe you even have some good ideas for what the names could be for these new double pack-a-punched attachment-laden weapons. But until next time, guys, peace out.